everyone, welcome back to Thrive with Sushmita, your go-to space to learn English easily and confidently. Today we are going to talk about a very small topic but with a big confusion. Most learners use it, like they use them interchangeably, but let me tell you, they don't mean the same. The words are by versus with. Let's clear the confusion once for all. So to begin with, we will first discuss about by. So by is usually used to show the doer of the action. I mean, who is doing the action, okay? The doer of the action, the method, okay? Or the way something is done, okay? Or the way something is done. So in the first case, you can use by for showing who did something. For showing who did something. For example, the song was written by Arijit Singh. The song was written by Arijit Singh. Who did this action of singing? Arijit Singh. The book was published by Penguin. The book was published by Penguin. So the work or the action of publishing the book was done by the Penguin. So we are using by, which is specifying the doer of the action. You can also use by when you talk about communication or method of transport. When you use it for like discussing or telling something about like the method of transport or communication. For example, I came by car. So this was the transport, the mode of transport that I used. I came by car. I can also say she sent the message by email. She sent the message by email, right? You can also say like he traveled by train. He traveled by train. So in these three sentences, if you look at it closely, you will see it is talking about the method of transport or communication. So basically, by also tells us how something is done. It also tells us how something is done or how something was done. Okay. This basically means a method or means. The method or means. By is also used to talk about deadline, like point of time, something that needs to be done. You must finish the project by 5 p.m. You must finish the project by 5 p.m. So that's the timeline, or that is the point of time I'm taking as a reference. Or maybe you should submit the assignment by Monday. You should submit the assignment by Monday. So when you talk about deadlines or you talk about point in time, you have to use by. So it shows the latest time something can be done. By that latest time, something needs to be done. So now let's move on to with. When can we use with? This is used when we talk about tools, we talk about instruments or accompaniment. In simple words, we can say what was used to do something or who or what was present. Okay, so in those cases, we can use with. So let me give you some examples. Instruments, when we are using with, right? So he cut the paper with scissors. He cut the paper with scissors. So in that case, what is the instrument being used? Scissors. So when I'm talking about using an instrument or taking the help of an instrument, so he cut the paper with scissors. How was the paper cut? With scissors. So with is used when you talk about what was used to do something. Let's take one more example. She wrote the note with a pen. She wrote the note with a pen. So pen is also kind of a tool that is, that with whose help we are able to do something. So she wrote a note with a pen. So in both these cases, with is being used because it tells us about the instrument or the tool with the help of which something is being done. With is also used when we talk about accompaniment, which means somebody accompanies you. Okay, like I went to the market with my sister. I went to the market with my sister. So here my sister is accompanying me. She's going with me. So we are going together. In that case also we use with. If I use one more sentence, he came with a smile. He came with a smile. Okay. So here he is being accompanied by the brightest of smiles that he has. So in these cases also we use with. So it shows who or what is accompanying someone. We can also use with, or we use with when we talk about some characteristics or features. Okay, when we talk about someone's characteristics or features. For example, the man with a loud voice, the man with a loud voice, or the girl with curly hair, the girl with curly hair. So here I'm talking about certain characteristics or features. So in that case also we use with. So we use with to describe what someone or something has. So they basically possess these characteristics, right? So we use with in these cases also. Now what we will do is, let us do a quick comparison. So in that case, you will be able to understand it better. So of course, I will be using my laptop to see certain examples. Okay. So the first one is, we use by when we talk about who did the action. Who did the action? If you get this answer, in that case, we use by. Like the painting was made by Ria, right? Who did the action? So Ria did the action of painting. So the painting was made by Ria. So who did the action? We use by. What tool was used? What tool was used? So in that case, we use, yes, try and recall, we use with when we talk about some instruments or some tool. For example, the painting was made with colors. The painting was made with colors. The painting was made by Ria. The painting was made with colors. Okay. So see how beautifully this example explains it. In the next, how something was done. How something was done. For example, he traveled by train. He traveled by train. What is the action? The traveling action. How is it happening? Okay. How this traveling was done. So in that case, we use by. So he traveled by train, right? So this way, you know that when you know that how something is being done, in that case, we use by. Accompaniment, like, somebody accompanies. So in that case, he walked with his dog. He walked with his dog. So he was accompanied with, who accompanied? The dog, right? So he was accompanied. So he walked with his dog. Now, description. When we talk about description, we use, come on, tell me, we use with and not by. A woman with blue eyes. So that's the feature or characteristic that she possesses or she has. So the woman with blue eyes. So when I'm talking about some description or some characteristics or features, I am using with. I'm sure you're very clear with the concept. Let's do a quick test. Okay. So for examples, and you must repeat the answers with me. Okay. The first one is, I came to school dash bus. I came to school dash bus. So how did I come to school? Then in that case we use by. So I came to school by bus. Yes, you are absolutely right. The second, she opened the door dash a key. She opened the door dash a key. So basically it's talking about a tool or instrument that will help her to open the door. So in that case, she opened the door with a key, right? The next one, the movie was directed dash Sanjay Leela Bhansali. The movie was directed dash Sanjay Leela Bhansali. So who did the action? So it is by Sanjay Leela Bhansali. The next one is, he went to the event dash his friends. He went to the event dash his friends. So they are accompanying him, right? So in that case, with, he went to the event with his friends. So see, when you remember these tips and tricks, these are all minute laws or minute tips, which will help you to make sure that you don't make any awkward mistakes, right? So I'm sure this is going to actually help you and clear all your confusions and will help you to speak even more confidently. If you found this useful, don't forget to like and subscribe, and definitely hit the like button. I'm sure you've learned something new, and don't forget to share this video with your buddies who would actually want to learn something. I will see you in the next video. Till then, keep smiling, keep learning, and keep thriving with Sushmita. Thank you so much.